The impact of the government shutdown, that's beginning to take a toll on the housing market. With much of Washington out of work, flood insurance renewals, they're at a standstill. And that is threatening home sales in areas with high flood risk, like Florida and the Carolinas. And if this shutdown lasts much longer, the impact may be devastating not just for local economies, but really the entire country. NewsNation's Ryan Bass joins us now live from Florida with a broader breakdown of some of these challenges. Ryan.
Yeah, Kelly, as you mentioned, so many Americans right now, millions of them are stuck in limbo. And with Congress gridlocked right now, they can't buy or renew their insurance premiums. And that is certainly an issue, especially with hurricane season here in the state of Florida. Now, the National Flood Insurance Program is on hold during this government shutdown. No new policies or renewals until Congress acts. That's leaving flood-prone states like Florida, Texas, and the Carolinas exposed. Now, the FEMA program covers about 4.7 million policies nationwide, protecting more than $1.3 trillion in property. And no state depends on it more than Florida, with nearly 1.8 million policies, accounting for more than a third of all the coverage in the country. But here's the even bigger issue, Kelly. Lenders can't close on homes without flood insurance. And in 2010, a similar freeze stalled about 1,400 closings a day. Now, Home Abroad estimates more than 3,600 sales daily could be at risk, with billions of dollars in deals on hold, especially in states like Florida, the Carolinas, Virginia, and Maryland, just to name a few. Now, a senior economist at Realtor.com told us this could further shake an already very volatile housing market.
What we'll see is that if this really lasts longer and longer, that there's going to be a significant backlog. Beyond that, it's also going to be impactful to consumer confidence, and this is going to bring some more cooling effects to an already chilly housing market.
Now, private coverage is, of course, also an option, but it's really available widely in coastal areas and major cities, not so much in rural parts of these states where, you know, Kelly, the option for them really is to go this government route. So this could really impact a lot of those inland areas for sure.
Yeah, and you would imagine, Ryan, buyers relying on federal loans are going to be impacted by this shutdown as well. What more are we learning there?
Yeah, I mean, it's buyers, it's those trying to get mortgages, it's those trying to make sure their new homes close. Those are all issues right now because the FHA and USDA loans, which are lifelines for either new home buyers or those rural home buyers, those right now are on pause as federal staff remain furloughed. And those delays, they may sound minor, but they can stop a closing stone cold. And so Florida ranks among the top states in the entire country for both of those programs. We've already seen hundreds of millions of dollars in housing funds cut off while this shutdown has been going on. So, Kelly, whether it's flood insurance or whether it's trying to close on homes or new home builds and getting approved for those, this government shutdown is impacting the housing industry, not just here in Florida, but nationwide.
Yeah, certainly hoping for a resolution on multiple fronts. Ryan, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.